I can't wait to begin my training. It's just me. What?
Hurry! Get us out of here before the Rancor comes.
Rancor?
The Rancor!
I wouldn't worry about it. I've called you all here to relay some disturbing news.
What?
Yes.
Care of the Raven's Claw.
Good to see you too.
This is great. What is that?
Kyle.
Oh, Jen, this is Rosh, the student. Rosh, get out of here.
Hey.
Well, I wonder, would you care to play? My name is Rosh, by the way.
That's it. I'm going to kill him.
The time has come to put an end to Rosh Panet.
Okay, good. We can feed Rosh something nasty.
No, Kyle.
Oh, come on.
No.
Wookiee feed.
Kyle.
Okay.
No. Rosh is my friend.
Huh. Strange. Rosh has a friend.
Jaden, we need to beat you up.
Yes.
Sir?
You like Rosh Panet, so I need to destroy you.
Yes.
All right. Make it quick, though.
A friend of mine got into Pazak. You know, the card game. Now he can't stop.
Boring.
Wow.
Crazy fool.
Crap.
We'll be arriving at the Academy in just a few minutes. Get lost.
Easy now, I'm not looking for a fight.
Look, I don't want any trouble. I'll just leave, all right?
Stop that!
Wow, this is gonna look really bad on my record.
Well, this is where the captain saw the cultists. It doesn't look like...
You are a coward.
Never! Master Skywalker.
Rosh.
Yes.
Get out of my tower! I shall cast you with eternal damnation in the fiery pits of hell!
What the?
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Saturday Night Sith. Once again, another glorious episode brought to you by EagleStriker. Once again, Jedi Academy re-edited, but this was beyond. The only question... Anyway, I'll get to that part in a moment. JH1tman, how are you doing tonight?
Hello. As always, a pleasure. I just think we need to start off and get a hold of EagleStriker and see if he can't come up with any more glorious videos. Those were from like 2000, I don't know, 7 or 6 or something. Here's like the thing. Those have been hanging out on my hard drive ever since because I just love rewatching them. So I had to keep those things. Watching this video, here I am, I'm doing the head motion to Night at the Roxbury's, singing Queen in the background. For those of you that have not seen Night at the Roxbury's, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Go watch it. You've seen it, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen it, of course.
and I know you know what scene I'm talking about, where he breaks the window doing the head ball.
Oh, yeah.
Find one, man. These are amazing. It's like we start the show with a little bit of gloriousness. We get amped up, riled up.
Absolutely. So now here's going to be kind of the thing. I did a test for last week's episode on YouTube. I removed it completely, that segment, just to kind of see what would happen from anything. But I'm just gonna keep them from now on, even on YouTube. But
it was shyster lawyers come after you.
No, thankfully. But even with the little stupid copyright stuff, I don't. Screw it. Yeah. It'll just go by. Last I saw, that went away at 30 days. The only thing now is that we have 2 more episodes of that basically left, and the next one is the Christmas episode that was done, and then another Jedi Academy Beyond. I don't know if I should save the Christmas one or if I should still just play it.
I don't know. You're playing with fire. I don't.
Right?
That might
just
be
a little
really
bit
good for the holiday season.
Yeah, so I might have to hold on to it. So we'll see.
Well, don't get mad at us if we don't play it. But yeah, I can't wait. Usually I don't like Christmas, but I might get excited.
Dare you,
for
sir?
that.
How dare you?
Well, when you're in our profession.
Wow, I don't let it kill my enjoyment of the holiday season personally. But yeah, so yeah. I'm trying to see if it'll still. No. Dang it. I wish it had the original dates on these files, because I'm pretty sure they're like
old,
early 2000s. Definitely.
It doesn't matter though. It
doesn't. It's so, but like great. It is. I just like you say. I wish I could find that EagleStriker guy, just to be like, dude, could you
maybe he'll start listening. He'll start following, and then we can get him on the show.
That would be one hell of a thing to have happen.
EagleStriker, if you're listening right now or in the future, reach out to us.
Yeah, because sadly, JK3 files is no longer a thing. Oh well. So we have some stuff to talk about.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about.
It's I put in the description, man. Disney Star Wars is just the gift that keeps on giving. Because they just seem to like, putting the I'll just put it in a Star Wars term. They like putting the blaster to their own feet.
Yeah.
And just shooting it off. Because if anybody that hasn't been keeping up or paying attention, which I don't blame anyone, there's a lot of stupid stuff going on, and especially when it comes to Star Wars. And
I don't even know if you call this stupid though.
it's
but I digress.
Right? So for Disney Star Wars, they have their Galactic Starcruiser, which is, I guess, supposed to be adjacent to the Galaxy's Edge. And what I've been hearing from some people that some of the stuff that's on the Spergcruiser thing that they're doing was meant to be part of the Galaxy's Edge. So it's kind of funny that they chopped it up like DLC and just threw it into this ridiculously expensive hotel resort thing.
Yes, just call it a thing, because I don't even think it's a resort.
I have no. Well, I mean, it's an I mean, so this is what's funny. Okay, so let me bring this up since we're gonna be going into this. Of course, all the silly notifications, we don't care. So, of course, start planning your voyage aboard Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. Live your own Star Wars story. And it's so, I mean, this is the thing, right? It's a 2-night event where you basically then have to kind of get into a periodic line of going through everything. Like, you can't just kind of do this as a leisure. They're not setting it up like it was a natural environment or anything like that. This is all like pre-scripted sort of stuff going on, right?
Yeah,
all
no
the while,
organic flow.
No organic flow or anything. These rooms look tiny because the whole idea is, yeah, sure, they want to keep you out on the floor, spending money, buying all the stupid stuff that they have available. But what gets me the most, and the grand suite, blah blah blah, is the god dang pricing.
Well, yeah. So I'm so glad. So I don't know if I sent you this or you got this.
No, this is what you sent me.
Okay.
I grabbed it and that's
nice.
why I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, I'm so glad because I wrote notes. So I'm glad that you were able to get this on there. But
yeah, absolutely.
But just look at this. Just go through it real quick. So
so you got two. Okay, yeah. So for anybody that's just purely listening, 2 guests per cabin, per get 1,209 per guest per night, or for the voyage total of 4,809. 3 guests per cabin. Yeah, 3 guests per cabin, 2 adults, 1 child, 899 per guest per night. Think about this. So, or the voyage total, 5,299. And then you have your 4 guests per cabin, 3 adults, 1 child, 749 per guest per night, or 5,999. $6,000 basically, between those that last 2 for the 3 guests, 4 guests. But I mean, basically, you're going to be needing well over 10 grand. Because just not only just for, getting in, but then of course you're going to want some leisure money to be able to buy drinks, buy souvenirs, and whatever, just to be able to, partake or participate or whatever the heck. This isn't for your average Disney goer, or just nobody. So this is what was funny to me. It makes me think of from the Jurassic Park book. John Hammond is basically explaining how with Jurassic Park he could basically charge whatever he wants, because then it becomes a status symbol.
Right.
And that's basically what they're, I think, trying to basically turn this into. It's like its own little status symbol. Only those that can really go to enjoy the full quote unquote Star Wars experience will be shelling out this stupid amounts of money for this.
Well, and then to just go one step further. So this is just for like the total voyage, right? So like your cabin and Mern's experience. But so I was reading, and then I watched a video earlier that I sent you. So let's say you want to eat, right? And you want to eat by yourself and not with the 100 other people. You can pay an additional like $30 or $40, whatever it is, to go eat. And I think they call it like the captain suite or something. So you pay more money to eat by yourself.
Oh, is that
and then this?
In the
dining? So let's say, and this price does not include if you want to, have a little Jawa juice or Karelian ale. Like that's not included. It basically gives you water and that's it.
Oh God, During a planet excursion to Batu.
Oh my god! Is this a Twilight singing one?
I do have the video of that.
Oh god, I don't know if I can.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, what you mentioned, captain's table. Arrange to sit at the captain's table for an especially memorable dinner experience. And enjoy extra courses, the captain's favorite dishes, while seated in a prime location in the center of the Crown of Corellia dining room. An additional fee is required for captain's table seating, limited available. So even if you have like a group of people that want to go and do this, they're limited to how many.
I
why even
better?
Why even offer this?
Well, it's like I could.
You're going to cheese people off.
I could go to McDonald's, thumb my butthole, and eat the whole menu. For less than what they charge, and I would have a better time doing it.
Yeah, because then at least you could go home, relax on your own couch, and put on a movie you want to watch, like a good Star Wars movie.
Thank you for the captain's table is what I was watching.
Yeah, I'm just so this whole
like,
experience is
you can't even call it an experience. Like that's what they're saying, an immerse experience, and I hope that we can play that short video that you sent me. I think.
I got plenty.
But
let's see.
Then I was going to touch on real quick, and then you can, for an additional fee, you can take a shuttle all the way over to Batu and have that experience. There.
God, hang on! I want to show that one. That one's freaking hilarious, because the shuttle, oof, is all it's bad. Like, because the whole point is you're not supposed to see the actual vehicle driving you all around. You're just supposed to kind of get in. Hang on, let's see. Come on, I want the specific tweet. I swear some people tweet like crazy. It's insane. Knock it off. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here we go. Drunk 3PO got this. Shared this image out. And I'm just like, dude.
Is this legit a thing?
Yeah. This is supposedly the thing that will load people up and take them to Galaxy's Edge. This is your little speeder excursion. This is the most.
What happens if they hit like a roadkill? Like what? Like the what?
We're being attacked by the first or whatever, the new order, first order, whatever the heck they're called. They're attacking
some order,
the new empire.
I hope that this is real.
Oh,
but
I do
kind
too.
of don't,
because it just adds to the shit show that this whole, their whole experience is turning out to be. It's really just like, damn.
Applaud the mouse, because he probably, that setup right there, he probably spent less than 40,000, 28 on the truck and probably another 10 or 12 on the trailer.
Yeah. Something like that.
And then the technology is not great based off the freaking bridge that it shows.
But okay, so like, this is Disney World. This is the one that's in Orlando, right? World's in
Disney. Yeah, that's in Florida.
Because Disneyland is in LA.
Yes.
Okay. Disney World, that's kind of their main. The LA one's big for its own aspect of it being in its location, but World is meant to be like the big one where they've got way more attractions. It's a way bigger deal, and you would think with this particular location they would have gone a little more out for even just the little trip in to the Galaxy's Edge, or just whatever you would think they would have, I don't know, kind of put a little bit more of an illusion to everything of using like a monorail sort of thing, but do it up Star Wars style. you know.
So do they have this? Is there AAA in Star Wars? What if I just think like this trailer? What if the car breaks down and you're stuck? Like you have to call AAA. Like
you have to call the Dave Filoni and fat Asian Republic X-wing fighters to come and tow you
to Batu. Like this is a joke. Like this is I'm not this is Disney, right? And this is Lucas film, which is not obviously Lucas, but I'm saying like
but it's still
they have
backed
more
by
money
Disney, man. This
than
is
the
just like
Vatican.
the thing.
They literally have more money than the Roman Church, and they literally have a what do you like? It's not even a semi. Like it's like there's a truck to transport you. I honestly I understand that like there's shuttles aren't a thing, but go a little bit more out. Like to your point, like
right, just a little, you know. Okay,
but I thought that was funny though. Like you can pay extra. From my understanding, what I read, you pay a little extra to then travel to Batu.
Right.
Which the guy from
did you watch any of the little lightsaber fights?
Yeah. Painfully.
Like this is hilarious. Like this is the one again from Drunk 3PO that when he posted it. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh God, people screeching like retards.
They're like, Ray, get him, Ray.
Watch the kick. Ah. Get him, Ray. Okay, now this he just like purposefully puts the lightsaber on the railing. Just like, eh. Now you have this, right? Now imagine if they'd done it like this. Now, of course, it's been done up.
Is that episode 3?
It's got the music from it. But I mean,
no, I mean like it's so realistic. It's like you're watching them.
Yeah. What I mean, just the way these two are going at it isn't just. It's like watching, you know, Anakin fight or Obi-Wan fight. You know, any of that fight choreography from the movies. Again, you have Disney with all of this stupid amounts of money that you would have thought preparing for all of this.
I just want to interject really. Yeah,
go ahead.
I just want to say just real quick. So if you want a description of like what we do, the purists, the legends, the canon, the EU, and then Disney, show that clip before. That's what you get with Disney, and this clip is what you would get. What you know what I mean? I mean that's the difference in like.
Well, it's okay. So this is basically it, right? You've got the big corporation, Disney, but then you see like these guys right here. This is the fan base. This is the passion. This is people that have a love and respect for the source and for the movies and everything. Yeah. Like this is just great watching them fight, and especially the guy at the dual saber is doing great too. It's everything you would think to expect. And look at they're using limited space on like I don't know if they're kind of on a.
I think this is like a competition. If I'm not mistaken, is it not?
I'm not sure. If it is, it's damn good.
I mean, and boom. Like let's boom.
You got. I mean, where was any of that for that little? I mean, again. They had plenty of time, right? They were working on this for probably a while. They didn't just suddenly spring this up out of their back end, although they might have. But just for even that quick little sparring for Rey and Kylo, you would think there would have been something that looked better than that.
Right. Well, people could be out there like, oh no, you're wrong. Maybe that's not how it is. Like I personally, and I've not said this before, so I went to Galaxy's Edge with my brother to check it out. I did, and it is as bad. Like if you like, I'm. This is my own personal, I guess, subjective, opinion, if you will. But it is almost. It's on the same level as bad. No, you know what? This is, I think, worse, but not by much. If that makes sense. And
it's, I mean, I can.
But from the choreography,
I am not.
Like everything that you're seeing in that video is exactly like that's how bad it is.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. From watching, watch how bad it is in Last Jedi. That last fight sequence. My God, it's some of the same things. You have crazy missing kicks and guys just kind of falling. They can't. I don't know what the hell happened.
I have had better dueling scenes with my toys than Rey and Kylo on that bridge. Like it's just bad. It's painful to watch. It's not even funny. Like we're laughing right now, but like I watched that. Like I think you sent that to me last night. Like I'm crying inside, and I like just. It's just so bad. You have all this money. This is what you come up with. This is it.
Well, that's what they come together with, and the average person is having to pay basically $6,000, $2,000 to $6,000 just to see that.
But there's guys eating this up. Like, go ahead, Ray, get him. Use your lightsaber.
I mean, oh God!
Like, are they on the Disney payroll? Or are these guys like legitimately into it?
Well, these are basically like their paid shills. Like these are the people that got in for free, and they're meant to write glowing reviews so they can keep doing so, and get their little swag, little swag gifts and stuff like that. But I mean there's got to be a point where even. Yeah. There's got to be a point though where even for yourself, just to have a shred of dignity, just to have some element of. Now I know this isn't the age for any of that, but there's got to be something where it's just got to be inside and just be like, man, I really don't want to have to talk positively about this garbage. This is a hot mess. What the hell is going on?
If these guys are like, get him right. If these guys that are like into like if they're paid. Shame on you, you shyster! Like you are the epitome. Like,
absolutely. That is the
to applaud this stuff. You have zero dignity. To applaud, applaud this blasphemy, this blasphemous just stuff that they're coming out with.
Oh! You want to know what was even funnier too?
Oh, I hope you're playing the next clip.
Oh, it's so even. Now this was funny. Even Mark Hamill's son took a shot at this. Here's his tweet. So we can always forever immortalize this in this video. So even if he deletes it at some point, we got it. Oh, you stupid thing! Knock it off. Hang on. There we go. Nathan Hamill, I truly understand the characters that self-exiled in Star Wars now. Because you have basically these people doing a little hokey pokey. Turn yourself around.
5, 6, 7, 8. Right back,
They might as well go to a country fair if they're doing stupid shit like this.
Slide? What is this? I've not seen this. What is this ridiculousness?
Like I said, they might as well go to a country dance.
Like, is this legit part of the experience?
Look at it, yeah.
I'm done. I quit the world. Okay, well, since we're already on the topic, And I don't know if we covered it last podcast. Maybe we didn't last episode, but like, did you see the lightsaber experience? Did we play that clip?
Yeah, I believe that was we were going over that. Yeah, we did that last week because the weird stupid beams of light that shoot out.
Yeah,
and you're supposed to move your lightsaber to go, to just basically kind of go through it.
Yeah, for $6,000,
right? That and probably you have to pay however much for that lightsaber. Or
no, they don't
wanted
give
to
you
buy a
lightsabers.
lightsaber.
No, you. Have
oh,
to
that's
build,
right. You're right.
You build them. So
yeah,
I know, like when we went to Galaxy's Edge, it was just a flat fee of like $199 to just for the parts of the lightsaber, and then it was like, I don't know, 50. It may have been a total of like $200+ for the whole thing to build your lightsaber and everything. But yeah, they're not just gonna give you a lightsaber. What that would be stupid. They're gonna make you buy it,
right? I mean, it's not like you're not already paying.
So we should do the math.
I don't know how I don't know how much you were paying for Galaxy's Edge, or if you had to pay to get into that.
Well, I was telling you. So like I think it's called a Sphera. As I was doing some more research, so it's called a Sphera. So it's basically a reloadable like credit card. So you pay $100 and you get the Sphera, which is their credit system.
Right.
And then you use that to buy all the stuff and so it's basically just one big mall. Essentially, with restaurants, and then you can do they have like interactive like games you can play and everything. But it's really, the guy, the video I think I sent you earlier, the Geeks and Gamers guy. I don't know if he was military, but he said it looked like Iraq. Now I've never been to Iraq. I've seen pictures of Iraq. Yeah, well, I've never been to the military, never been to Iraq.
I can imagine.
It looked Iraq.
I might have to. I'll have to probably check out because I have their channel Park Hoppin', where they go to a lot of the theme parks and stuff, and I'll have to see if they have anything on Galaxy's Edge to see what it looks like for myself. I would not, like I said, I don't want to give the mouse my money.
I get it, but I mean, I think you listen. I was of the same mindset, but going there and experience, like trying to just see what they were going to come up with, because this was just when they opened it, and they weren't. There was not a lot of stuff that they were releasing about it.
Yeah.
In comparison to like what they're doing with this, because of course they need money because COVID and everything, so they need to blast this out on social media and make it look like it's the greatest thing, and then get your video taken down, or I guess take your video down seconds after premiering it.
Oh God, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, are you gonna do the dancing, or not the dancing, the singing video?
Oh yeah. Hang on, I got yeah.
I lost my ever-loving mind when you sent me this last night. I think I fell off my couch intentionally.
Yeah, this one here.
Yes, hopefully it'll play sound.
Can you hear it?
Oh yeah.
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 I was like, I'd rather not.
I'd rather not.
Is she even really singing, or is that just lip syncing?
I tell you right now,
I love the goofy Rodian off to the side
doing the Macarena.
I don't think she's using the jizz machines properly. God.
Just wait, yeah.
Star Wars, everybody.
What is this? Like
it's like they're meshing. They're trying to put Star Wars also with Fifth Element or something.
Oh, how dare you disrespect Fifth Element?
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. That's what they're trying to steal off. Like, or, ride on the back of. It's not my fault.
I'm not trying to steal anything away from Geeks and Gamers video, but like he was hitting a lot of points I agreed with. Like, this isn't even Star Wars. Like, this is literally like Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, when you look at any
Star Trek.
Yeah, this one other person on Twitter, my nerdy home, Steph, she also had a bunch of so look at it's like you have oh wait, dang it, hang on. Let me switch, remove.
I mean, if you thought that video was bad, there was one. You think the one that you just played was bad? The one I sent you, that singing was just, ugh.
Oh yeah.
Nails on a chalkboard for 8 hours.
So here you basically have you pay again, all that money to play also an overpriced Galaga or Space Invaders. And I mean, looking at the space equipment, it's like the spaceship platform or everything. It's like how I'm not getting Star Wars out of this.
But how does it even look like Star Wars? Like, what are those?
Yeah,
it looks like freaking.
You could go to anything else, Battlestar Galactica, or just any other generic sci-fi spaceship. This doesn't
looks
have
nothing like Star Wars,
right? Nothing.
The hell, A New Hope looked better. That scene when they're just leave, was it when they're just leaving the Death Star? Yeah, when they're just leaving when they're leaving the Death Star and Ben Kenobi dies. Let's have a moment of silence for Ben. But that scene was better than this. This is just like, to your point, Galactica.
Yeah,
or Galaga, not Galactica. I had Battlestar.
I got it wrong. I was wrong. I should have said Space Invaders. So, or whatever. But
that's the point. You're paying. This is what you're paying for. So let's just say, let's go with $4,000, $5,000. Is it five? This is what you're paying for. You're paying to swing a lightsaber that you don't get for free.
No.
So you're swinging a $200 lightsaber that you have to build at lasers that shoot out of. It's just a projector.
It's funny too when you stop and think about it, considering we have video game controllers that give a version of force feedback via the rumble function, and you don't have anything that can accommodate for that to give a feel of you're hitting something, anything. I don't know, just something. I mean, you're Disney after all, right? I mean, unless I'm putting too much emphasis on them being as big as they are, which is possible at this point. But I mean, they have that image of basically more money than God. So
here's the thing: Walt Disney created better rides than the ridiculousness that is at Galaxy's Edge. I can't obviously. I mean. I only did the one we did. Is, I think Smuggler's Run is what it was called, but that's what I'm saying. But you look at the time frame from when Walt created rides and now, and you're gonna there's better rides back then than now, but you're gonna pay $6,000 for this. Like what? Like it's
again my point. It's again my point of this is now just a soulless cash grab versus a time when somebody was passionate about wanting to put out a good product, trying to make people really, hyped to want to come to their theme park, come and have a great experience, and then go home and talk about it like it is the greatest experience on earth, and then get more people to go. I mean, that's basically probably how it started, was just word of mouth of.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I actually went when I sent you that link to the Disney World website, and I actually started just to did a mock trial of like booking an experience. So I sat there and I was like, are people bought into this? So like, it opens up in March, so there's still some spots in March open, and then all of April is booked out, and then May's completely open, right? And there's 100 cabins on this thing, so it's like, how are people actually going to go to this thing? Like, I don't know. Like Disney itself, Disney.com took down. We talked about this before the show. Took down the trailer. I think YouTube doesn't. You can't like or dislike anything, but you can devote. I don't know.
It was getting ratioed to hell.
It was just getting eviscerated, and then they took it down. So what? Is in your opinion, are people gonna do this? Like, is this the new
It's like I was kind of pointing out. The status of going. Then there's also what becomes the FOMO, fear of missing out.
Right.
So
Missing
when
out on what,
people
though?
when you have it becomes word of mouth, right? People will, you have friends and stuff like that, to go, oh dude, it was that. Yeah, sure, it looks like that, but that's not even the truth of it. You got to go and see it for yourself, man. That's the real experience right there. It's just stupid shit like that that'll for whatever reason drag people in. But that's I don't,
If you want to, so then I was reading like the room, so like they go down and they break down the room. So like there's like 2 queen beds, and then like they have like a bunk bed, and then they have a pull out bed in a wall. Like if you go to summer camp, if you want to like stay in a room like that, like at least you could be outside and enjoy yourself. But like,
right,
it's
right.
just,
you'd be doing something also probably with arts and crafts and stuff like that. You'll be doing something more productive than you would.
The wording is just dog water. Like, and there's a TV in there so you can watch your favorite shows from your home planet. Like, what are you doing? You idiot. And then, like, there's a mini fridge. Like, this mini fridge is probably no bigger than the one I have in my office. Like, it's so, like, and I get that, like, where world meets, like, Disneyland, but it's like, just the wording is like, just stupid.
I agree, man. It's
and 3 adults, and you bastards! Like, you expect a child to come up with $749? You shyster.
Well, it's not the kid; it's the parents that unfortunately have to come up with that dough.
But it's still the same price per. It says $749 per person per night.
Yeah,
so you're going to charge a small child
the
same price that you do a grown adult. You like, I don't care. You're a shyster. Suck a fart. That's what gets me. That's what gets me. Just the pricing. Like,
no, the pricing alone, I would honestly think would be the biggest deterrent of this whole going. I mean, I enjoy. I mean, I guess I can't. I'm not I don't know. I guess I'm not a real Star Wars fan, but it's like, dude, I couldn't imagine anybody, even if it was like still Lucas behind everything, who would want to pay that much.
Lucas would never do that.
No,
Lucas
he liked his toys.
Yeah, I will die on this. He would never charge 6,000 doll hairs for a oh god. Yeah.
Well, and then what's funny is like, they're tying this into the lore. They're tying this ship into basically
the Halcyon
the Halcyon cruiser, Starcruiser. They're now trying to weave this into that, I think even Anakin. I think they're trying to even put it in. Anakin and Padme might have spent the time on this thing.
Stop it!
I think I can't say for that one, but
it wasn't. I think
Anakin
we went over. Padme. It was Anakin and Ahsoka Tano. We talked about this. He robbed the cradle.
He did. but then we know we have the book coming out at some point of Han and Leia.
It's already out.
So are they gonna have like the room where Han and Leia knocked boots and made Ben,
consummated the marriage?
Or are we gonna get like a crazy story that Han was hopped up on death sticks and blew
death sticks and spice and Jawa juice with a shot of Krillian ale just to ease his nerves.
Just to ease his nerves. Yep.
Everyone, and I don't know, like your well, I think I do, but every one of those people, those shysters at Lucasfilm need to be fired immediately.
Dude, it needs to be a definite house cleaning.
I'm talking like every single individual. Oh, yeah. JH1tman, how can you say it? Because they're all idiots. Every one of them.
Yeah.
Every one of them have contributed to this. Oh, good. I can't even talk right now. I'm so pissed right now. Just deconstructing just everything about Star Wars. And to this guy's point, like, time after time again, they have proven that it's not even Star Wars. It's a cheap painting of Star Wars that has, it's a combination of Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek, and there's another show that he he mentioned, but I mean, it's a cheap facade. It's a cheap painting of Star Wars that has nothing to do with Star Wars. It doesn't even remotely resemble Star Wars. Like, you walk into this bar, the dude has a tie on. He looks like a hotel, like the guy the elevator attendant. Like, what?
Oh, they are. I mean, if like
is this just a joke though? Like this I know April's coming up. It's my birthday month. Is this a joke? Like, is it they're gonna come up like, we're just kidding. We would never come up with something so like.
No, if it was gonna be probably if it would have been could have had the leeway to be considered a joke, they would have been putting this out more closer to April 1st at least.
So let's just, and I know that we got to get into the Mandalorian, but let's just go over the whole experience. So you pay you pay your $6,000 or $5,000 to basically play with a lightsaber that you buy and construct it and swing at lights that are projected out. You pay an additional cost to eat by yourself if you so choose. It doesn't include the Corellian ale that we all love and the Jawa juice.
Absolutely.
There's probably no death sticks there, and definitely no spice that you can get down because it's a family establishment.
I just want to have some fun with some nose candy. That's all I'm saying. I want the
just a little bit of spice.
Some fun.
Everybody's a little bit of spice. A little bit of spice makes you nice.
Exactly.
And then and then you could go basically pull a lever and go into hyperspace. That was one of the things you could do, and then press buttons on this bridge that doesn't even resemble anything pre or post Empire.
Right.
Like it literally looks like
it doesn't even look like anything from the sequel trilogy either. It just looks so generic. Like
one of the screens up there, one of the screens on the bridge, like I thought it was a defibrillator.
What was it? That video that you sent me? It was Eckhart Slatter, and he was basically saying it's like it was like they were starting to build something, and this was gonna be like a sci-fi experience, but that before they got the Star Wars license. Like that's what it looks like. Like it was just something more generic. It's generic.
It really just looks like,
and it was something that they were made. I'd hate to even justify it. It's just like, but it's just what it is. It looks like something that would have been built without the Star Wars license because it has none of that same feeling or anything to it.
You're probably,
but that's
probably accurate.
But then that's been everything to do with Disney Star Wars.
I think it was just
nothing's had that same feel. Nothing. It's not had like it is. It's not the armor, clothing. It hasn't had any of that lived in, worn look. It's all been still shiny, pretty.
Yeah,
even when the ships, same thing. Yeah. They don't look like they've been used for however long.
That's what I was gonna say. So when you're in your cabin,
they
designed it to where like if you look outside the porthole, whatever, like you just see like ships and you can see your home planet and everything, but they have like the only ships you can see are from the Rise of Skywalker. They don't have any other ships. Like they needed to push. Oh, please tell me you have something good.
Oh, but hey, they're gonna retcon the sequel trilogy, right? That's been it's like any day now, right? We're gonna get that retcon, right? It's gonna go away, right?
I really just hope maybe we can reach out to George and see if he would grace us with this. I want to know what George is thinking, or if he is just totally like.
I'm wondering if he's
still
free
alive.
to say. I mean, I'm wondering if he's even free to say anything.
Do you think there's some agreement that he had to sign that he wouldn't come out? I mean, he's a freaking boy. I mean, he's a billionaire.
He's dropped some bombs here and there, being like, "This isn't." Like, I think he's kind of said some things where it's been like, "No, this isn't my Star Wars, or this isn't my thing." But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they have some sort of like non-disclosure agreement of some kind that he can't say anything, just because they're like, George,
there's a lot of questions.
We're buying this off of you for this amount of money. Keep your mouth shut.
There's a lot of questions that keep me up at night, right? So one of the questions is, do unicorns really live in Australia? The second one is
never considered that.
I mean, yeah. Do they sneeze pixie dust and crap Skittles? Like, I don't know, right? The second one is did Lucas really? Because I have my own theory about this, and we've talked about it.
Yeah,
like, did he really want to sell this, or did they literally hold a gun to his head and force him to sell it? Right, $4 billion is a lot of money.
Yeah,
right. But did George did he really want to, or was he forced to? And that's a whole other thing. We could have a whole other episode on it, but I just question
I mean, just from the surface level, yeah, it looked like it was. He wanted to sell it. He wasn't going to be making anything new anytime soon. So it was just all about, handing it off to hopefully people that would continue on the storytelling. But
he should have sold it to Steve Jobs.
I think he was dead by that point.
Was Steve Jobs? I can't remember. Was he?
I can't remember either. He might have. I don't know.
When was the acquisition? 2000? Was it pre-2014? I don't remember when Steve Jobs. But the point I'm trying to make is he could probably do a better job than what Disney has done. But I'm curious, do you think that he?
I think. Well, I like I said, we could only because it was in some of the interviews and stuff like that where he's like, yeah, I'm handing it off to. What was it for Kathleen Kennedy? He's handing it off to her. He feels like he's putting it in good hands.
Yeah.
But it might have been that's how it started. Was like it
And
he was hoping he was hoping for something good, or maybe he just is like, I want it out of my hands. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I want to make
George
other stuff.
Don't do it, George. Do you think that he had? It's just hard to think that you think George had any inclination that this would happen, and if he did, would he still have sold it? This is a rabbit hole. I get it, but I just don't. I cannot understand how people can like this stuff. You're free to like what you like. That's you. But explain to me how. Dumpster fire is more appealing to than this. And do you actually like this? You really spend this money? How many days in a week? How many months did you have to work to acquire $6,000? Yeah, don't answer. But I'm just saying, think about it, right?
I know it would. Yeah,
and then you're going to give up that many months worth of work for a 2-night experience.
2 nights, $6,000 down the drain. For
to your point, it's probably
this. Not even, you said. You could go to summer camp for less and have more fun. And that's what? That's summer camp's what, a week or two or something like that. I've not, but that you don't even get that out of this. You get 2 days. That's it. Done.
You
Bye.
Could watch paint on your house dry and have a better time with this. You could,
I mean, I could load up Star Wars: The Old Republic, play that, and have a better Star Wars experience. I could load up the emulators for Star Wars Galaxies, have a better Star Wars experience, and I don't have to leave the comfort of my home.
You could take I mean, to your point, you could. Hell, I could take a week's vacation, play the Old Republic game, the SWTOR and KOTOR games, and read the Old Republic books, the canon books,
and stuff like that,
and have
you'd immerse yourself a lot better.
And I'm only out probably $44 to buy the books. We'll say maybe less than 100 if you want to do the books and the audiobook. If you want to do the audiobooks, which I highly recommend because they're all unabridged, and we all know that we love our unabridged books.
Absolutely. Did we want to also go over this video of this poor lady having to explain or justify the cost of the experience?
I think we want to. I mean,
all right.
Why not?
I've got it. Hang on.
Just so people don't think we're just biased.
Oh no, we're biased, and I'm proud of it. Well, I don't care.
Touche, well played. But
all right, let's hear this poor lady.
Is this Jen Morrow guy? Jen Morrow girl? Okay, no.
This is Wendy Anderson, and Ann Morrow Johnson answered. So from on this Clayton Sandell on Twitter, his post is the Bantha in the room. The Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser is quite expensive, $4,800 to $6,000 per voyage, and for many fans, it's out of reach. Yeah, pretty much all fans. Here's how Disney creative execs Wendy Anderson and Ann Morrow Johnson answered when I asked if the experience is quote unquote worth it.
Get your pillows ready.
Oh boy.
I think, I think the depth of storytelling, the amount of play, the amount of engagement that a person is going to experience, I don't think you're going to question the cost. I actually think you're just going to have a lot of fun.
You can question the cost. Yes. No. This is you have ever a person has ever.
Is that a box of rocks talking?
Huh?
Is it literally a box of rocks talking? It's literally like. Continue. I digress. Going back to my cage.
It's for what's being presented. It's like I don't think this is worth this amount of money, man. Anyway, yeah.
No.
Experience with your passengers, with your fellow passengers, that is unlike anything else in the world. And Disney creates a lot of experiences at a lot of different price points for people, and this might not be.
But the whole idea is to have one big family fun experience for the whole family to easily go and, partake in this Star Wars. You're trying to immerse people into the Star Wars world, but it's called you got to go from point A to point B, and just go in it, oh God, I'm blanking. God. But I mean, you're just going in a line. You're just going in a line. You got no room to really, at least from what we've seen, it's all scripted.
For everybody to choose, and that's okay. But I really hope people think more about the experience that they're going to have than anything else.
So again, this is a completely new type of experience, right? There's nothing like this that's ever existed before.
Am I just hearing the same thing over again?
To a piece of theater, as you said, you were surprised by the amount of story. This truly is.
Is it that Morrow chick?
Yeah, this is the one from that that trailer.
Immersive theater. That's also a game. That's also a cruise experience. That is also a way to live your Star Wars story. And so I'm not sure that it can be compared to anything that we've seen in the past.
But you have script. You just said it. It's theater. It's all you got all these scripted events. You're not living a Star Wars experience. You're not getting to kind of just mingle with the locals sort of thing. Like you were to if you were to go on vacation to a small town or something like that. That's not what's going on here. You've got it all set up for people to go and to these specific things to play like she said, play the games or do the Star Wars, the lightsaber training and stuff like that. It's like you're going in this. Oh my God!
You played this clip? Is there any more of it, or is it done?
That was the whole thing.
So
that was just them trying to.
Yeah. Do you remember Dumb and Dumber?
Of course.
You want to hear the most annoying noise ever?
Oh,
literally, yeah. That's all I heard.
It was static for you, huh? Just static noise.
And it's not. It's and it may not be for everybody, and that's okay. Like, you bastard! It's $6,000. Like,
yeah,
how do you justify? You own the damn park, so
right.
What do you have? Like, what is the $6,000 going to, other than to line your pocketbook?
Well, and what was it too? I was hearing they get paid less than I do. The like actors and stuff like that.
Right.
Which
but
is like,
but
ouch.
Hold on. You can get in for free X amount of times a year. But you still have to pay for everything.
Wait, for the Starcruiser?
No, for Disneyland.
Oh. What, like the off season or something like that?
No. It depends. So each, depending on the years of service, you can sign in X amount of people on a yearly basis within the course of a year. And I think my sister, if you get 15 years, you get everybody. You can get unlimited people in for free.
Oh, I see. Okay,
that's just get in. That's not including buying everything. But yeah, oh God, I can't, dude. I can't. And that Morrow chick, why you gotta use the word chick? I don't care. She's annoying. She is utterly annoying.
Well, you I think she's more of like trying to really push the grift than the other lady. The other lady almost, to me, I'm like, I kind of almost felt bad for her a little bit. Like she's like trying to explain this as best as she can
without getting fired.
Without the
you just see Donald Duck and you just see Donald Duck and
Mickey just comes out. Time to put it down.
Yeah. I didn't watch. I have not seen that clip prior. So thank you for giving me a headache. That's just so stupid. Like literally, I'd rather listen to a box of rocks than her. Did you watch the clip that I sent you prior to the show where she and the guy from the Goldbergs were? Did you watch that one?
That the one where they're going through all the different
that worst acting I've ever seen. Spaghetti.
It was overacting. It was definitely overacting. It was like, dude, bring it down a little bit.
You're 20 years old acting like a 12-year-old. Stop.
Well, I mean, that's basically where they want everybody is adults in Arrested Development, right? Just in that forever childlike mentality.
I'll tell you this: if you want a true Star Wars experience, go to Rancho. I almost said Rancho Cucamonga. Oh my goodness, Rancho. So I got the fry on my mind. Oh my god. Go to Rancho Obi-Wan.
Rancho Obi-Wan.
Look it up. Yeah. So it's the guy I was telling you about. I think he's in Nevada. He's collected Star Wars memorabilia for over like 30 plus years. And it's the complex. I think it's in his house, but it's become like a complex or whatever. But yeah, I have to look it up. Rancho Obi-Wan.
Oh, hang on. I got it. Let me
look it up. Yeah.
Huh. Rancho. I've never heard of this before. How did I?
Maybe it's not in Nevada. It actually might be. No, it's in California, I believe.
Ugh.
I think, California.
Tour the museum. Rancho Obi-Wan continues to be closed to visitors until further. So you couldn't go right now.
Probably COVID, bastard. But like he's got some videos on YouTube, and they're pretty lengthy. They're about 18 to 20 minute videos, but just kind of go through his whole collection, and that's something I'd pay for. Maybe not $6,000, but I definitely you would get a better.
I mean, geez, yeah, just like seeing this quick little.
This is Star
video
Wars.
Of it is like, wow, I could only imagine what the cost of he could price if he was to put that shit on the market. Jesus,
my pockets would be full.
Oh, they even have a virtual museum.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this is stuff that he has personally collected over, and people obviously I think have donated to him and whatnot. But this guy has collected.
Okay, that's cool. Okay,
yeah. That's him right there.
And Rancho Obi-Wan, thank you for your support in 2021. Stay tuned for announcements on our plans for the new year. Look forward to seeing you in 2022. Huh?
Yeah. I would go to that 100%.
That would actually probably be more. Yeah, it'd probably be more interesting to go and check this out than it would be.
Maybe we should do a live. We'll do like a live stream from Rancho Obi-Wan.
Might have to look into that, maybe.
But I mean that's the kind of that's what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
I would
Boba Fett, the real Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. So I know that's a little bit of a rabbit hole, but if you want, the point I'm trying to make is you want a real experience and not have to pay $6,000. Check this out.
Jeez.
I mean, this stuff is just fascinating. It's just amazing that he has so much stuff. Star Wars.
So let's see. Go. Oh, that's cool.
Some people have garden gnomes, other people have R2-D2s.
So yeah. Rancho Obi-Wan is a small independent museum housing the world's largest Star Wars memorabilia collection. It has been amassed since 1976 by super collector, author, and fan ambassador Steve Sansweet.
Yeah.
We are located on private property in rural Sonoma County, just outside Petaluma, California. Okay, so yeah, it is in California. The 9,000 square foot museum building has once home to as many as 20,000 chickens during Petaluma's egg-producing heyday. Wow. Okay. Rancho Obi-Wan was originally founded in 1998 after Steve moved from Los Angeles to become director of content management and head of fan relations at Lucasfilm. Oh, there you go.
This guy sounds like a purist.
You'd be curious, right? The first Rancho Obi-Wan was one of 3 old hen houses on the property. After an extensive renovation, Steve had space to display his collection with room to grow. During this time, Steve showed his collection only to friends and colleagues. Okay, so Steve retired from Lucasfilm as a full-time employee in April 2011. Oh, I think he got out before the buyout. Yeah, he did. Just before. He might have seen the writing on the wall. He's like, "Oh God, I'm getting out."
Yeah.
By that time, after 3 new movies, 8 Star Wars Celebration conventions, and a series that has no continuity, the collection had outgrown its original space. An expansion project added a second hen house into the museum and reorganized the entire collection into a space that could be shared with fellow fans and collectors from around the world. So okay, that's cool. October 2011, Rancho Obi-Wan Inc. was established as California not-for-profit public benefit corporation to manage the collection as a publicly supported, federally recognized charity. Rancho Obi-Wan's mission is to inspire. Star Wars has transformed our own lives. We hope to further inspire others by giving guided tours of the private collection in Petaluma, traveling to conventions with carefully curated displays, supporting other organizations in their charitable efforts, and reaching out to children and adults of all ages. Well, that's cool. That is pretty cool.
Shout out to Steve.
Yeah, man. That's pretty cool. That's that is that passion that
you talked about.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that looks cool.
Right.
Oh, some of those skateboard decks. Some of those look pretty cool too.
Right.
Be kind of a waste though, but that's why they're probably just up on display.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wish I could go into that room.
Right. Like, look, there's
all
just
the Darth Vader helmets and the big one up on the wall. That looks really cool. And
so let me ask you this: if you wanted an experience, would you go here?
I probably would.
I mean, we know
I might. Yeah. Oh, geez, yeah, I might.
We know it's California.
Yeah,
hey, it's Star Wars. Like
last I knew, they dropped mandates and stuff, so it might be fine.
I would I would do it. I would make the drive.
Yeah, it might be.
We should not rule out the possibility of doing a live stream there. We should not rule it out. I think that'd be fun.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah.
And there's chickens that probably live in R2D2.
Like you said, who needs some people have lawn gnomes. This guy has R2D2 for his yard.
We need to do it before Disney finds out about him and starts to silence him.
Gives him the axe.
Yeah. Give him the axe like, hey, we know you're a former employee, but you say anything, we'll kill you.
Sorry, you have to go.
Yeah. You're not allowed to live here anymore. We're keeping all of your stuff. Burning it.
Yeah, well, I'll save this site. It's ranchoobi1.org for anybody that wants to look it up themselves.
Not to be mistaken with Rancho Cucamonga.
Exactly.
This problem might be close. I don't know. I don't know California.
Yeah. All right.
Like its own country.
Just about.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me.
I think Rome's bad.
Okay, so we've had our fun with Galactic Starcruiser.
Yeah.
Shall we transfer on over to old
we should. Well, I don't know which is so what do you think is worse?
What?
The Starcruiser or the Mandalorian?
Starcruiser.
I was gonna say, yeah. I think you and I are right on.
Because while I have my problems with that show at times. It's like, dude, it's nothing compared to that cringe fest of a and it didn't cost me anything to watch Mandalorian. That would cost me $4,000, $5,000, $6,000.
Oh, that's
no,
true.
thank you. No, thank you. I'd rather put that into my mortgage than put it into Disney.
Yeah, mortgage and hot toys. Toys.
Oof. Don't remind me.
I started following Sideshow because of you. Like, I didn't know that they.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
They were on Instagram, so now I find myself. Do I pay my rent, my mortgage, or do I go to shop.com? So
it's a toughie sometimes, but those sacrifices we all have to make.
I know. All right.
Okay,
well,
so
let's nitty gritty, the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian, Chapter 2, The Child.
The Child. So like I started it out, I just kind of laughed because it's like, Mando and the Child seeming heading back on foot. But I thought you needed the blurg to travel these lands. Right. And I said, right, useless, goofy filler. Because that was basically what that was, to get him to ride the stupid blurg to have that whole shtick going on. That was the whole. It was padding. It was just that little extra padding in the episode to make it to their 30 minutes or whatever they needed to make it to. So they
it 30 minutes?
Yeah,
30,
32.
Like
this episode was 32 minutes. The last episode was 38 minutes. So
you gotta love the recap scenes because you try, we do a show every Saturday, and then the week I try to forget what I just watched, and then
it reminds you
with the recap scene, and then we go to the opening scene. So I had put Mando walking or taking the crib for a walk. Baby's thinking about lunch whilst taking a stroll,
looking at all the little lizards scurrying around.
Neighborhood Valley.
Yeah. And apparently, Mando was walking into a bad neighborhood.
Well, yeah, I'd put
I said Mando walks into an ambush and attacked by a pack of Trandoshans, and he does manage to beat them, and use his special gun to incinerate the Trandoshans.
That might be better than my notes. I'd put awkward pause. Mando can't decide if he crapped his best car jockey or the baby, and
or the baby's starting to stink.
So I put awkward pause. Mando can't decide if he crapped his best car jockey or the baby did, or he needs to sneeze. Aggressive, grumpy Trandoshans jump out of a perfectly hidden rock. A fisticuffs breaks out 3-1. Mando should like those odds. And then I jumped down to Mando cattle prods Mando cattle prods one to hell. Rifle whips the other and sends a. Oh no! I erased it on accident. It erased some. But it's basically I was gonna write sends a disintegrating round up the third one's arse.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was definitely wanting to show off what that gun can do besides electrocuting a giant monster, which apparently it won't incinerate that, but it incinerates everything else.
Yeah,
it's like a one-shot kill.
I mean, yeah. And then lastly I put Mando turns to the baby, still wondering who crapped first.
Probably him.
Yeah. What did you think about the fight scene?
I didn't really have any thoughts on it one way or another. It was just kind of like, okay, they had a bit of a tussle. He at least had some of the advantage, and he didn't, thankfully, stab himself.
Oh,
like he did, like he does in
I forgot about that
Book of Boba Fett.
Oh gosh.
I mean, it's just kind of funny when they decide he can be a useful fighter and when he's just complete trash. So it's it's just little things like that.
I guess if he would have shot himself, he would just disintegrate himself. So maybe they knew they could.
In this case, yes, with that gun, because I think after this season, this gone, right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
It might be. I don't remember if it's in the second one. Because I know in the second season, he's got his. Is it the?
Well, he's got his Beskar armor and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Beskar spear. It's not canon. Not my opinion. Lucas's.
Well, he doesn't get that spear until like what, a few episodes in when he goes and meets Ahsoka.
Yeah, I think episode 2 or season 2, whatever it is. But this next thing, I just pissed off. But go ahead and I want to hear.
I was just gonna say, Mando using a weird electric prod to seal up the wound. It kind of made me think of like a scene, like the scene from the Predator.
Yeah,
the original, like it trying to seal up its wounds, but this looks way lame.
Just so bad. I wrote Mando uses dremel bit with a light on it to tend to his wound. The baby wants to touch it. Mando, after 2 attempts, puts the baby in the cage, locks him in.
Yeah, I said like Grogu comes up. I'm just gonna. I'm like, okay, I'll just use this fucking name.
How dare you?
Grogu comes over and starts to do something, but is interrupted. Most likely supposed to be using the Force to heal. Tries a second time, but is sealed in the floaty egg.
I thought you were going to say that trying to do the same thing Rey did to the sand lizard and freaking was it the last? What was it? The fourth? Was it Last Jedi? Force
I have forgotten those movies, man.
Oh gosh, yeah, I think it was the last one, The Rise of Skywalker. But I almost wanted. I should have put Mando after 2 attempts puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. But, oh God, yeah.
So then he, of course, again, they're walking. They're not using a blurg. That was supposedly so important.
To use the blurg.
Anyway, then it's like, so he's heading back to his ship. And I wrote, the planet he went to has its own Jawas, that seems. And they found Mando's ship and started picking it apart. Mando then begins some wonderful Jawa slaughter. I at least took great enjoyment out of him slaughtering some filthy.
I wish he would have done I wish he would have shot every single one. I put Mando.
He should have.
I don't know why he did, or why he didn't, but I said Mando uses piss poor excuse for a scope. Sees Jawas exercising the 5-finger discount on his ship. Mando says, "Not today." Starts taking out Jawas. Not like what I put taking you'll like this. I said Mando says, "Not today." Starts taking out Jawas. Not like Fractured Filter's favorite mechanic, Pretty Tail Dater.
Oh God! I noticed something. They don't look hairy.
They're not hairy at all. So maybe that's.
I just kind of shook my head when I was watching this. I was like, wow. So what is it? A different species of Jawa? These ones.
Well, there's different species. There's different Tusken Raiders. So maybe I guess I don't know.
I guess. I was just like, Jesus. Oh, okay. So it's been an hour 20. JH1tman has been dropped, so we'll just have to give him an extra moment to get him back in. And with this. Oh, there he is. Welcome back.
Welcome. Sorry, the Jawa comment got me booted.
I was gonna say the Jawa humper got you.
Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah. Oh God.
You don't know what diseases that one carries.
Oh dear. Yeah. And then I said Mando follows suit after Jawas. Jawas retreat to their rested RV and dip out.
Yeah, I said after Mando goes on a Jawa killing spree, and as they're taking off, Mando tries to jump aboard to stop them, and as he climbs their ship, they are throwing junk at him, and Grogu is happening to follow along. And I even wrote, haha, throws Jawas to their death.
It's probably the most enjoyable part of the
all the Jawa abuse I was really happy with.
Yeah.
I don't care how that sounds.
I don't, yeah.
And then I said, Mando makes it to the top only to be electro blasted by a pack of Jawas on top of the Sandcrawler. Filthy little bastards.
And that's pretty much what I put. I said Mando climbing to the top only to get the shock of his life.
Yeah, pretty much. And he lived the fall.
Does he have Beskar on his back too? Like that's a pretty I don't know how many kilometers.
That was a good drop.
Yeah. Let's see. Mando wakes up well rested. Has a Ron Simmons moment. Hopefully you catch that reference. Please tell me you caught Ron Simmons, the old Ron Simmons. WWE, WWF. If you guys don't understand this, please go research. It's Mr. Damn. It was like,
I'm gonna have to. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ron Simmons. Damn. Moment. Yeah. Begins the. I just got my ass packed by a midget Jawa. Walk of shame to the Razor Crest.
Yeah, that was basically what that was, right? It was the walk of shame. He's got beat up by a pack of Jawas.
just got his. Yeah, just got
nothing lower than that. Once he reached the bottom with that.
His crap is so far packed up in there, he won't be able to crap for a week.
Woo.
Then I put Mando assessing the ship or lack thereof.
Yeah, what was it? Mando's inspecting his junk heap of a ship now to see what's there and what's functioning anymore.
Yeah,
it ain't dick.
No, I got frustrated. Like when I was watching it, I was like, I put Mando starts the non-existent engine.
Yeah. I mean, he had to have figured that he wasn't gonna go.
Clearly, you could probably.
Oh shoot! And it was like, even if it did, where was he gonna go?
Yeah. Well, the only thing he can do is walk of shame 2.0 to your friendly neighborhood Ugnaught.
I finally got it. I looked up his name because I'm jumping ahead of my own notes, but I was like. I had finally just kind of watched some of the credits this time.
Yeah.
Apparently, Nick Nolte voiced the Ugnaught.
What?
Yeah.
How much did they pay old Nick?
I don't know. Hopefully, it's more for his bail. But the Ugnaught is named Kuiil. Kuiil.
Quill?
Quill? I don't know.
Kill this character.
Yeah, that comes later. But yeah, Mando goes back to Ugnaught. Grogu devours the little frog he was chasing because he's a monster.
Yeah,
Grogu is a monster.
And
they tried to play it off all cute.
Just gross.
The Ugnaught knows where to find the filthy Jawas. Figures. Ugnaught speaks the creature's filthy language. Mando compromises his religion of guns quite easily just for the filthy Jawas. Should have disintegrated the lot of them. That was getting up to that point.
Let's see. Let's see here. What did I put here? I'm trying to go through my notes here real quick. I know I wrote this down. Where is it?
So for anybody listening, as you can tell, I am fully in support of Jawa slaughter.
100%.
I know for certain.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got this.
Oh.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. Don't worry about it.
No, I was just finding my place, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for anybody that still plays Star Wars Galaxies and emulators, you can find them on Tatooine at any of the little Sandcrawler spots and happily, mercilessly slaughter the little bastards.
Slaughter all of them. Okay, so I just wrote a dialogue between Ugnaught and Mando. Very boring. The baby swallowing the frog whole. Nasty thing. No couth. Ugnaught and Mando travel to the Jawas. Riding the slowest blurg in the history of slow blurgs.
Right.
Ugnaught and Mando arrive at Jawa Flea Market.
Well, to be fair for the blurg, it was carrying Mando on the back of that thing, if I remember right.
No,
that
Mando was riding in the trailer. He's riding in the U-Haul.
That's right.
Yeah. I said peace negotiations are underway. These little bastards are more greedy, shystery than the mouse. Mando, this might get me in trouble, but sorry, not sorry. Mando's Chinese is terrible.
I said Mando speaks basic bitch Jawa and threatens to flamethrower them, which he should have done.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I said, Mando's Chinese is terrible. How did he not burn a single one of them? He was eye level with the little gremlins,
right? I mean,
and then,
he's in close. He's had the perfect opportunity to light them ablaze.
Yeah,
why not?
I think we just touch on they're more greedy and shyster than they're trying to barter with things that are not theirs. Like, you stole it, and then you're like, well, we'll give your parts back for what you have on your best car. So it's literally the same. Like,
they're just like, hey, bro, finders keepers.
It's almost as bad as, hey, we're going to charge you $6,000 and you can have a lightsaber experience, but you have to buy the lightsaber that will provide for you. You just have to give us money for it.
That's all. You just gotta pay. You just gotta pay that money and then get a probably a cheapo fucking lightsaber that you'd be probably better off going online looking for custom ones.
Go get a stick, and then the next one is like they want an egg.
They want an egg
of Disney.
It was something. It was because it's like you're like, okay, why would Jawas want an egg?
Why would anybody want an egg?
Yeah, it's like, do they want a pet? What do they want it for? And we do find out. It's just like, but really?
I don't know what they called it. It was like toga or yoga or soda
I don't know.
Or sugar.
Yeah, I can't really hear what they're saying with it.
Yeah. Well, when I first watched it, I was like, they're saying
it does sound like toga. It does sound toga.
I was like, oh, bunch of little frat party.
Yeah. Except at least that was fun.
Oh god. So what do you have next?
Well, and then it's like I didn't make a note of this, but it comes because I'm just letting it kind of play off to the side here as I kind of go between my notes and that. It's like they also do this goofy little thing of him riding shotgun.
Yeah.
And then boom, he hits his head.
Yeah.
He.
I put
Jawa's laughing in the background.
Yeah.
Like,
this is gonna show our age because I know you've seen this movie. I said Mando has a fat guy in a little coat moment riding in this bucket of bolts.
He did.
And I referenced bucket of bolts, because Leia had referenced, used that reference. So it's a little double entendre, I guess. But Chris Farley, bless your soul, man.
F for Chris. Man.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah. So it was, he has to do apparently a little extra walking, and I just probably have a filthy mind, but the cave looked like a giant butthole.
Yeah, you do, and it did.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's both. Okay, cool.
No hemorrhoids in that butthole at all.
It was a giant running rhinoceros looking thing. But I just said Mando heads into the cave that looks like a giant butthole. Mando in cave got wrecked and then thrown out of it completely, and then his disintegration gun, of course, doesn't work. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
After before that, he's just kind of meandering around the cave. And this, it's just kind of showing everything that's in there, growly, and then he sees the giant eye. Kind of, was that supposed to be a nod to Jurassic Park?
Okay. I'm so glad you brought that up because this is why this show, like, it's so great, or like show's so great. It's organic, and I think you and I think a lot alike. But I put Mando arrives at creepy. Hold on. Mando arrives at creepy. Don't go in the dark, you'll die. Cave.
Right.
Mando prepares his shiv. Pumps, cocks his wrists. Mando turns on his
he does his little prep. He does his little prep moment.
Yeah, I said Mando turns on his headlamp that appeared out of nowhere. Go figure.
Right.
Mando walking through this dark cave stumbles onto something out of Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
and then multiple black.
Well, that was the thing. Like, I looked at this thing and I was like, okay, so I wrote creature looks like a rhinoceros with fur. Or a hairy reek just with one giant horn instead of 3. Because I don't know if you remember Attack of the Clones.
That
one of the creatures that Anakin, I think, fights or starts to ride.
Yeah,
he kind of ropes it with the chain, and then he's riding it around.
Yeah,
and it looked like one of those things, but with fur and one giant horn instead. So I was just kind of like, you would have been better off. You would have been better off using a reek instead of trying to create whatever the hell that stupid thing was. It's like a woolly mammoth, but a rhinoceros version.
It just lacked. It just didn't have. I can't even. But as like multiple blaster shots to no avail. Mando gets jetted out of the cave. Not how he probably wanted.
Well, all you hear is just the blaster sounds, which is like, okay, they're using the classic blaster sound. But yeah, like I said, Mando gets wrecked, thrown out of it completely. Disintegration gun won't work. Mando trying to flame it, gets smashed into the mud, which I guess, thanks to the armor, protected him from such damage, from such charged damage. Because, I mean, he gets thrown around. He keeps getting knocked around and thrown around and all that. This thing
that Beskar still holding up, man. He's got the Cadillac of Beskars.
All he has for Beskar though is this one shoulder pauldron. This is like I don't know what the hell this armor is at the moment.
Oh, is it not?
It's not the best. No, it's not the Beskar. It's something else. I don't know if it's supposed to.
I don't know if it was a form of Beskar. What is it? That thing held up pretty. Yeah. Well, I said held up, but at least yeah. What did I put? Gets jetted out. Mando going toe to toe or toe to hoof with this thing, getting the ever loving Jawa juice beat out of him. After multiple rounds of getting whipped, the baby pulls a Houdini and subdues the Mudhorn, I believe is what they call it.
Well, yeah, I kind of made the comment. Despite being a hunter, sure of bounties, Mando, with what training he's received, is apparently nothing to the giant pissed off rhino monster. And as it's going in for another charge attack, Mando has his only blade left, holds it out as the last ditch effort. God, he sucks. And then as it's getting ready as it's charging him, Grogu puts out his little claw and saves Mando from being stampeded, lifting up the creature using the Force and allowing Mando to get one knife kill shot. That's all it took?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if Filoni and Favreau were trying to disrespect Saving Private Ryan. The scene where Tom Hanks at the end is shooting the gun at the tank. Or what they were doing with it. But I put Mando throws a Tyson jab while shanking the Mudhorn in the side of the head, killing it.
It's just funny. He used his flamethrower, which apparently the fur it did nothing to.
Apparently,
I don't know if the creature was already muddy as hell itself or something, so it didn't, catch.
Fireproof fur.
But you hear the gunshot, so you can only assume that he probably hit it at least.
I would
unless
hope.
again, that just means how much he really sucks.
Yeah.
And then then he's good Lord.
Yeah.
And then he's thrown around, he's kicked around and all that. And it's like it just took that. I mean, I don't know if that's supposed to be some sort of metaphor or whatever. Kind of David and Goliath sort of shit. I don't know. But it's just like he just then goes and stabs it in the neck while Grogu was floating it up in the air. And it's like, dude, really? That was all it had to take? Just a knife kill? Nothing. And it's like he's supposed to be a bounty hunter. He's supposed to be at least somewhat accomplished at this point. It's not like we're getting rookie him. He already has a reputation. It's like what?
It just lacked it. I mean,
the whole scene was just kind of like a big fluff match. It's like, okay. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know they wanted to turn Mando into a jobber, but okay.
I guess we could almost say maybe this is the start of the deconstruction of the Mandalorian culture and whatnot. Because to your point, like he's supposed to be established, he's supposed to be a bounty hunter, and you get that. I get like this. Obviously, this creature's pretty big, but like you.
Well, yeah, I get that, but it's
kill
like
it with a knife.
Like I said, I don't know if it's supposed to be some sort of metaphor for. I don't know if it's supposed to be some sort of metaphor for life or some crap like that. It's just like
they're not smart enough to do that. What are you talking about?
I would have figured he would have had to at least like slice the thing's throat or something.
That's what I was waiting for when I first watched. I was like, he's got a vibroblade, man. He's about to like tear the guts out of his throat.
Something.
Nope.
Just right in the neck.
Just
right,
like, there you go. Nah. Use my jazz hands.
That's later. That's Boba later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
he was the one with the jazz hands.
So
yeah.
Where are we at next?
So of course now, Grogu passed out after using the Force.
Just lazy.
I don't know.
I'll touch on that later, but yeah, just passes out. But
yeah, he exerted himself. What can be said? Mando gets the egg, which is even hairy like the creature, which I was just kind of like, what? It's like it looks like a carpet.
The ball, yeah. That's weird.
And then Jawas are leaving before Mando gets back, or tried to, as Mando arrives just in the nick of time with the hair egg.
Yeah.
The Jawas just crack it open and begin to devour the contents of the egg. Filthy creatures, they should all be destroyed.
You really don't like them.
No, I don't. They're filthy little bastards. They deserve every bad thing that comes their way. They're they're little thieves. They get what they deserve.
I put let's see here. Mando recovers Big Bird's egg. Uber eats it back to the Jawas.
Oh God, he wasn't he? Mando was basically an Uber Eats driver.
Yeah, Uber eats it back to the Jawas.
Oh, poor Mando.
God. 6 shysters tearing this egg to pieces, eating what looks like literally Big Bird's diarrhea. And then it jumps down to just gross, like you just disgusting, like ugh. But Mando gets his parts back. Dialogue between Ugnaught and Mando. The baby napping days after falling asleep.
So what I had was Mando says, "I'm surprised he waited." Ugnaught saying, "I'm surprised he took so long." Dude, burn.
Yeah.
It's like
I just see Mando being like, "Well played."
That are like, I will murder you in your sleep for that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, really, we're gonna do that. All right.
Like,
it's that Marvel tier humor. It's like,
yeah. Here's another burn. I could imagine him saying, like, if every other Ugnaught was as oh God, I lost my train of thought. But if they were, if the Ugnaughts were more like you would have been sold into slavery.
He was in slavery.
Well, he was, but then
he got out.
Yeah.
So then Mando got all parts back for his ship that the Jawas took, and Grogu is still sleeping. And then I said in an A-team style building stuff montage, Ugnaught and Mando begin repairing and putting back together their Ravenclaw or whatever it was called.
Razor
Claw. I was thinking of something better, like what Kyle Katarn goes around in.
Yeah,
my bad.
How dare you give them that?
I know, God, shame on me. What can I say? My mind was going to better places.
Yes,
and then I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, and it was like it was never destroyed.
I like your notes a lot better. I put Mando channels is again. This is going to show our age, and I don't care.
Mando, I already did with the A-Team reference. Come on.
Well, yeah, this one. Well, you'll feel this one. So Mando channels his inner Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah,
prepares the ship while the baby is on day 10 of napping.
Yeah,
I like your montage.
Were they talking? I can't remember. Were they talking while they were putting together the ship?
I can't remember. I thought there may have been some dialogue. Maybe not.
No, okay, they weren't. So if they were talking, if like Mando was like having some inner dialogue about his childhood, then it could have been a MacGyver style putting stuff together montage too.
Gosh.
At least early MacGyver. That was always funny. If you ever watched that show, the early MacGyver was like he would while he was building stuff, he always had a little bit of dialogue about his childhood and in relation to what he was doing, basically.
Go watch MacGyver; you won't be disappointed.
And the original, Richard Dean Anderson, great show.
Yeah, not the new
don't
stuff.
watch the remake. It's shit. I haven't seen it, but I can guess it was shit.
Big Bird Diarrhea.
So like it was. It's funny. The ship was like it was never destroyed, never taken apart or out. It looked pristine again. So then I said Mando tried to recruit the little Ugnaught creature. Thanks Mando for bringing peace to his valley. After he's like, nah, fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
well, he was just like, nah, I don't want any part of it.
Yeah,
he was like I'm free now. I don't want to be under.
I've been a slave before. I'm not about that life anymore.
Yeah,
I used to work for Vader. He wasn't very good. He wasn't a good manager. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. I said Mando's ship is repaired back to its original bucket of bolts itself. Dialogue between Ugnaught and Mando, part 32, fell asleep. Mando tries to buy the Ugnaught service. Buy him dinner first.
Yeah, you see, Mando went about it in all the wrong way.
Buy him dinner first, then ask.
He should have done it in a professional manner. Take the client out to dinner, and then drop the hiring act. It's like, yeah, so we've got you here. Now, I would love to hire you for your services. You're great at repair. What you do, come and join me.
Yeah,
he might have been able to get a yes out of him.
Could have, but. And then they exchanged data pads and things.
I honestly I think I remember when I first was watching this, I was like, okay, this is like his first crew member.
Right.
It's like, okay, so he's gonna have like a little crew of people, right? That's what's gonna happen, right? Because that was what Filoni did with his Rebel show. He had a little crew that was going on adventures and whatnot. I was like, okay, this is gonna be the same thing, huh? No, not entirely. So
no,
I was wrong there. So I said triumphant music as Mando blasts off into space, and he keeps checking on Grogu by shaking the egg basket he floats on.
Just so bad, yeah.
And then it was Grogu finally wakes up as they are flying off into the sunset.
Yeah. So I put after mine. It's like after exchanging data pad numbers and thanks, Ugnaught had spoken. Mando dips out. Ugnaught is like, farewell, metal man. Reference to Avengers. Said day 34 of this baby napping. Smells frog piss on Mando, ready to eat.
That's what woke him.
The frog piss.
Jesus.
So we talked. So last episode we talked about like this is where we really started getting having our issues. So
it will be.
We got a little bit of time left.
Yeah. Next episode. I thought what happens in the next episode happened at the end of this one, and I was wrong.
And it didn't.
But they kick it off with all the problems that I start having with the next episode.
Your favorite characters in the next episode?
No.
The mechanic.
Oh. No, I don't know.
Or is that episode 5?
I don't remember. See, because it's been however long since this came out, and it's almost like I am watching this brand new.
Yeah.
Because I have forgotten a lot of this episode.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I said, I remember him fighting the damn thing, but it was like all the other stuff. I just kind of forgotten he started wasting Jawas like that, and I was like, "Oh yeah, hey, this is what he did." All right.
Yeah, I forgot how bad it was.
I liked it the first time. So I'm kind of it is like it is a weird refresher course on this series. So.
reading the bounty hunting books, the Bounty Hunter Wars.
Yeah. How far in are you on the first book?
Oh, so good. So almost chapter 3 now. So yeah, it's so good. So good. Boba Fett's obviously has revealed, and they explain like how he actually survived, like how he's actually survived and all that. Which is Filoni got it wrong. Like he gets everything wrong.
And all he had to do was crack open a book.
Yeah.
So did he never read? Did he never watch Reading Rainbow? Come on.
This character is very interesting. There's a guy named Kuwait, if I pronouncing it right, Quat. Kuwat of Kuwat.
Yeah.
How he's spying on Jabba's palace, and so it's very interesting. But he talks a little bit about I think he talks a little bit about Palpatine and that relationship a little bit, and
and he's kind of keeping an eye on also Shizor and what's going on between Shizor and Palpatine.
Definitely,
and what he's been planning and trying to kind of undermine Vader and stuff like that. Now see. This is the funny thing. Like as much as people want to shit on the EU, the true EU, it's like, guys, they kept a lot of continuity between each other.
Yeah.
Like this is clearly, including Shizor into all this, they're keeping that continuity between books of Shadows of the Empire and this.
Right.
It's like, guys, come on. They
weren't
messing around.
What's interesting about the book, I think in in chapter 1 or chapter 2, it talks about how like the Sarlacc pit, like there's just this Dengar, I think his name is, and he's going, scavenging. He's trying to find whatever he's doing.
He's trying to find Fett.
Yeah, and he just smells this rancid stuff, and then he's like, and then in the book it's like the thought came to his mind that it's dead, like the Sarlacc pit is died,
right?
And so
it hasn't.
Yeah, which is interesting, but it's a great book so far.
I think it's talking about it having multiple stomachs or something like that too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just like, oh god, this is one hellish creature that Boba Fett just had to fall into, right?
And then Boba describing like what it's like to be inside and just the mental mind screw that he's like, the toxins being injected, and oh man. See, if Filoni did that, like if he had touched on that, like could have been. Oh God, we won't get into it, but great book. Like, and I can't wait to get read more about Shizor. Is it Shizor?
I think that's how it's pronounced.
Shizor.
I think it's supposed to be Shizor. But
because like I said, I bought these books, and then I bought Shadows of the Empire. Well, I actually bought Shadows of the Empire first because you're talking about it. Then I bought these books. I'm reading these books first, and then I'll jump over to Shadows of the Empire. But yeah, my question was, reading those books, how does this show now compare? Like,
dude, it's still it's like, I mean, which show, Mando or
Boba? We're done with Boba. We could probably later go back to Boba, but like as of right now, the Mandalorian. Like,
no, I mean, like I said, like we went over when we were doing Book of Boba Fett. It's like they gave the certain personality traits of Boba Fett to other characters, and they certainly did for Mando. Like it was like, was this supposed to be a show about Boba Fett, and they just decided, screw it, we'll make our own character, so we don't have to worry about that, and just go from there, start these adventures, and so we don't have to explain anything. Although then they end up bringing, because they got a key jangle, so they bring Boba Fett into season 2.
Yeah,
but it's just giving man. Although I don't know how Boba would have gone along with a little kid or the child, whatever. I think he would have been all. The thing is, Boba Fett though would have been all business. He just would have taken Grogu to the Imperial remnants and be like, "Here you go, give me my pay."
Yeah, plus more. I want interest.
But that I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And I mean, okay. So going on to context of this episode, he probably would have just blasted all the Jawas, flamed them all to holy hell, got his parts back, gotten his ship put back together, and been off the damn rock.
Right.
I mean, it's also just it's so funny too. It's like they want to act like they're doing some great storytelling. They can't even keep their own consistency going. They made this whole big point about them needing, like I said, needing to use the blurgs to traverse the land. The only way he was going to be able to make it to that little town or whatever he went to
Yeah.
needed the blurg. And now he is walking all the way back to his ship. He didn't even get on the blurg and carry Grogu or do whatever he needed to do. It was just called, oh, okay, we can just have a nice stroll on back. No big deal. We don't need that thing apparently. So what happened to the blurg he was riding on?
Yeah.
Did the Ugnaught take it with him?
Maybe he dipped out. I don't know.
I already forgot.
Yeah, I think maybe because there's two of them.
Well, that was no. I'm checking it right now. He's still the Ugnaught left while Mando was still on top of it. So he still technically had the blurg. As far as we know. As far as we were shown, he was staying on the blurg while little Ugnaught was heading off with his that he was riding on. So,
How do you even rate this? Like, how do you even rate it?
I give it a 10 out of 10 for Jawa killing. For the overall, again, probably it's mediocre. It's okay.
Was it as engaged? But were you engaged at all?
It felt like filler. It was just kind of like filler. Because they just artificially created this all. I don't know. I guess it's part of the story. Because then he's supposed to be bonding with the child. No, it was an okay episode. Another what? What did I say last week? Did I give it a 6 or a 5? I forget.
I think I gave maybe.
I know 5. You went lower than me.
Oh, I did. I was like 2.5 or 3, something like that. But
so it was like I said, it was an okay episode. It was probably like a 5 at best. But it was it's because all of its problems push it further and further down. It's like. But at the same time, it's like I don't know why I feel the need to maybe be a little fair. I don't know.
Maybe we're getting softer in our old age. Everyone does. It's like you're getting soft in your old age. We all do.
All right, fine. Screw it. 2 out of 10.
No, no, I agree. Here's the thing for me. I think I hate Jawas like so much. That I think the best part of this episode wasn't even the fact that they got disintegrated. I love the fact that he ripped them out of the Sandcrawler and they fell to their death. Just threw them that was the best part.
See, that was actually funny.
Yeah, it could have been better if he had, I don't know, burned a couple. But he
that would have been great.
He has worse aiming than stormtroopers.
The shots he took, he killed them. So
I'm talking about his flamethrower.
Oh, the flamethrower, yeah.
That shot.
Yeah.
It's like wah. It's just I don't know. It wasn't just filler, I guess. Yeah, to your point. I think we agree. Like the Mudhorn scene, that fight scene was bland.
Well, it was just him getting his butt kicked, thrown around the mud trough.
Essentially,
if you had at least a chick in a bikini going thrown around in the mud, that would have at least been a little more entertaining.
Right.
But you just had Mando getting his butt kicked, thrown all over the goddamn place.
Yeah.
And again, he's supposed to be a hunter.
Right.
I know bounty hunter, but he's still, somebody that tracks and hunts people. I'm sure that also he hunted and tracked creatures too. I mean, I would only suspect he was probably out there. I mean, he was supposedly adopted in by the Death Watch. They weren't exactly well liked, so they were on the fringe.
The Death Watch are children of the it's Filoni's thing. It's not Death Watch. It was Children of the Night or Children of the.
No, so they were. Oh, was it something different? I thought
it was different than Death Watch.
I could have sworn that like people they saw they like in the scene when they. This is getting a little ahead, but there's the flashback scene where he's getting rescued. And it was the Mandalorians, but I could have sworn they had. I could have sworn they had the symbol of the Death Watch or something.
I think they may have, but he's not part of Death Watch. He's part of what I think the armorer said, like children of. Children of the Watch, I think is what she called it. So I don't know. It's Filoni's thing.
Whatever.
Stupid,
no,
but...
I mean, you know, it just he showed this at least some fighting skill when he kicked the Trandoshan's butts. But apparently, when it comes to a gigantic, pissed off, hairy rhinoceros, that's where he just kind of goes full retard and is like, I can't fight.
Right. Well, he at least freaking shanked the.
You had the little Deus Ex Machina device that helped save his life.
Yeah.
Because what else is Grogu than that? I mean, what we basically got, we get it in Book of Boba Fett when he calmed the Rancor, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then took a nap with it. That's right.
Wasn't napping with this one though.
No,
wasn't napping with the corpse.
Yeah, just not great filler.
It was just an okay episode. It was like I said, it swerved in the filler territory for me. It just felt like it wasn't lending itself that greatly. It could have done without the whole Jawa thing, and they could have at least gotten into him getting back and turning it in, and maybe ending it on that. Like he goes back, he gets his Beskar from them. And this is like, okay, is my mission all done? Good. Heads out, and then boom, that ends the episode right there. That could have been a great way to kind of go, whoa. Oh, is he actually gonna let that thing go? Are we done? Or what are we gonna go on to next?
Well, and also like it was so stupid is you take the time to show him cocking his wrist, like whatever his weapon.
Yeah, he gets all locked and loaded.
Had didn't even think to use whatever he had against it. Like you choose a flamethrower, and your rifle gets jammed with mud, and you forget that you have all these other weapons on your person.
Does he
shoot
have
a rocket at it like something? But you resort to a vibroblade shank.
Now it's after getting thrown around.
Well,
like
after you get get the Jawa juice kicked out of you.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, you don't have a rating yourself. Is this kind of called mediocre?
10 out of 10 for Jawa slaughter. Highly approve. I approve this message.
I'm glad you approve.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying, "You're so hard. You're such a kid." I don't know, man. Like a 2, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't great. But it wasn't as bad as like Book of Boba. Not saying something because that's bad.
Yeah,
really
wasn't
bad.
he still bunking around in the sand deserts?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, he was trying to get out of the Sarlacc pit, climb out of it.
Oh boy.
I'd say 2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
So I'm gonna have to probably get the Bounty Hunter books at some point, so we can. You've
listened to them.
I've listened to the abridged audiobook.
Yeah, no, you got to get the books
because it's gonna have a lot more to say.
Did the audiobooks did it line out the details of like Boba in the Sarlacc pit and everything that he?
Yeah, it went into a bit of the detail. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
it sounded like Boba was on PCP when he was in the Sarlacc pit.
I don't think it quite went into that much. What you're talking about,
yeah.
But it just kind of was like it covered that as best as it could before it moved on to him getting out.
Yeah, and it's interesting though. In the book, it describes when he gets out of it because Dengar's like going back to Jabba's palace, and he sees this body that he thinks is dead, and then he can recognize from the T visor on it and everything.
That is
he's describing like it sounds like he's covered in acid and everything's burning away, like his flesh and his clothes, and it doesn't allude to the fact that he still has his armor, which is very interesting.
Yeah,
like it makes it like the mental picture you get is like, and from reading it is like everything's basically just eating away. So like where's his but his helmet's still on. But where's his armor? So I'm assuming his helmet is made out of Beskar as well. I'd assume.
I don't know if Beskar had gotten invented yet.
Yeah,
because I know he just refers to the armor as being like Durasteel or something like that. Something that is supposed to be like super durable still, because he still has his armor. It's just like it is. It's described as getting like seriously damaged though, because of the
one or two things are happening.
The Sarlacc acids and stuff.
One or two things happened. He's either it's not Beskar and everything's just eroding away, or it is Beskar and he's got nothing on but his armor and everything else is gone, like pants, everything. Like
it might be all the clothing part, part that's gone, and then the armor.
Regardless, telling that story is a lot better. But what I'm hoping will happen is we'll actually tell how he gets out of the pit, because we just, as of right now, where I'm at in the book, I think he alluding to the fact that he's on his way to Jabba's palace, because that's like he's in.
Yeah, I know they kind of do flashbacks, forwards, and then like current.
Yeah.
Or not flash forwards, but they kind of they do flashbacks and stuff like that.
But it's even great, like in that, because he's like explains that he'd just rather die, but then he's kind of hoping that somebody will save him. So it kind of paints a picture of like where he's at mentally, like, which is
not in a good headspace,
right?
But he's like, he's like, I want to die, but at the same time, I want to live.
Yeah, right. But his whole life he's been able to, or throughout, talks about all his missions and training, how he's, basically
all that stuff.
Look death in the eye, and so. Anyways, great book. Terrible episode, great book.
Hey, at least you got some balance, right?
Right.
And
did you give it a rating 2 out?
I gave it. I said 5. No, I said, because you're like getting soft in her old age. I'm like, fine, 2.
Yeah.
No,
not my words. Cat sausage fingers words.
Yeah. So next week we should have plenty to go over.
I think this episode. Yeah, to your point, I think we misspoke. So the next episode is where it really just goes to pot.
It's gonna start popping off a lot more.
We gotta figure out what we want to talk about before this show, because we've pretty much roasted. Unless they came out with more content.
Unless we hear some more. Oh God. Either more drama will come, or we'll find something of positivity to try and talk about, that maybe something in the fan community or something for Star Wars is doing.
Maybe old Steve will come out and reopen Rancho Obi-Wan when we talk about that.
That'd be cool. Otherwise, Chapter 3 will be next week.
Now are we going back to our regular time?
Yeah, next week will be again at 4 p.m. instead of 5, like it was this week. And hopefully going forward, it will always be 4 p.m. again.
Yes. It's a great time. It's a great time.
It's perfect time.
It's midday in the evening, and then it still gives people the rest of the night to watch Star Wars or whatever they want to watch. Hopefully not Starcruiser videos.
Exactly. All right, everyone. Well, to that I say, have a good evening. Goodbye.
Good night.